As of the day of shooting this video, the Champions Trophy is going to start in one more day, and I'm so excited. It is a short tournament, knockout format. It's going to be very exciting. But I just wanted to make a small video to understand the history of this tournament and also maybe evaluate the relevance of it in the current times. Hello, folks. Welcome to Sticky Wicket. Let's get this started. So the initial idea in 1998 was to host it in associate nations to gain funds and grow the popularity of that sport in that nation. For example, in 1998 it started with Bangladesh, and in 2000 they hosted it in Kenya. But by the time the 2002 edition came along, we were far away from that vision already. The traditional powerhouses already kicked in and they started hosting the tournament, and the hosting privileges were taken in a rotation basis between the big ICC teams, and it followed forth. Now, when the tournament started, it was more of a relief when we waited for 4 years for the quadrennial World Cup, the 50-over World Cup that we all know about came. So between 96 and 99 we had the 98 tournament, and immediately after 99 in 2000 we had a Champions Trophy tournament, then 2002, 4 and 6 onwards. But let us quickly take a look at the timeline of these events. You could see that while they tried to continue the 2-year gap until 2006 when it was held in India, there's a big inflection point in this timeline that happened between 2006 and 2009. The inaugural T20 World Cup, a format that was played as a joke between big international teams and was mostly a feature in domestic tournaments, started to gain a lot of prominence. And in 2008, once the IPL had started, T20 blew up, and the need for another white ball tournament, which is 50 overs, while we already had the World Cup, started slowly reducing, because the T20 World Cup had the spirit of the Champions Trophy by being short, unpredictable, without the chore of watching for 50 overs. See, how I look at T20 games is, in a 50-over game, the first 10 overs, when there are fielding restrictions, the batsmen go berserk, and in the last 10 overs, when we call them famously the death overs, there is a lot of action that happens from the bowling side and the batting side. So they combined the two 10-over sections and they made a T20 game, which worked out perfectly for everyone. It's a 3-hour time slot. Everybody had the time to watch. The ratings were through the roof, and in fact the 2007 Indian World Cup win also propelled the popularity of IPL. And 2009 Champions Trophy that happened in South Africa did not receive great TV ratings. It was still fine, so they moved away from a 2-year event, went to a 4-year event. It happened in 2013 where India won in England. 2017 Pakistan beat India, and that's when we reached a real inflection point. It was supposed to happen in 2021, but then there was the pandemic, so we could not conduct it. T20 again came back into became a different kind of beast, with not just the IPL, but now we have so many relevant franchises cropping up around the world that our cricketing calendars are all blocked. So in 2025, when Pakistan eventually wanted to host it, there is a little bit of a rebrand going on about the ICC Champions Trophy. The success of this tournament will decide the future of it. Obviously, it is set to happen in India in 2029, but we'll have to see. Apart from all of this Champions Trophy edition in particular has been so controversial for all of us. See, in 2023, the World Cup happened in India and the Pakistan team travelled here. But the way BCCI strong-armed ICC into not conducting any India games in Pakistan seems a little bit, I don't know, it has left a sour taste for all of us. But I don't know, BCCI is powerful, so we get to we get a big say in a lot of this. We do get our way at the end of the day, right? I just want to do a quick circle back to the ODI relevance section. a lot of ODIs are not being played. 1 month before a major ICC tournament, India and England are playing a bilateral series with 5 T20s and only 3 ODIs. Recently, Pakistan went to Australia and won their first ever ODI series in Australia since 2020. It was 2002. For 22 years, they won for the first time, and there was barely any media coverage. In the last 2 games, the big names from the Australian team, Pat Cummins, they took off. They took rest to prepare for the Border Gavaskar Trophy, the more important fixture for them. I really do not know the future of ODIs. I personally like the format, but it is not a blockbuster feature. When T20s came in, the idea was that it would eat up the future of test matches. But interestingly enough, ODIs are being pushed into irrelevance. Now, what happens in the future is obviously anyone's bet. But let us hope for a great tournament, a very exciting tournament. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. See you.